Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Gaming Quitte, the most delicious Quitte of them all, and today we're taking a look at Basileus and Sandalphon, two units which appear on the new Gala Dragalia remix banner. Yes, you've heard correctly, Sandalphon does not appear as a dragon, but as a unit. A reminder first, before we begin, we will have free summons during this banner and both are not limited. Wait out your free summons before you spend your summoning resources. Let's take a look at Basileus first. He is a wind wand and we should talk about his first ability before we talk about his skills. The Michael's Covenant ability gives Basileus a locked sigil debuff which lasts 5 minutes. It grants him a unique force strike with 3 charge levels which deals damage to multiple targets. The higher you charge your force strike, the more enemies this attack can target. The ability also creates a combat zone around Basileus which grants him not only different auto attacks, but also changes his skills depending on if the enemy is within range of that combat zone or not. You can reduce the locked sigil effect by 15 seconds for every 25 hit combo, but this effect will not activate again for 8 seconds once it did. When the sigil is released, the combat zone will be removed as well as his unique fighting style based on it. His force strike will now only have 1 charge level, but this version will have the same effect as level 3 of the unreleased sigil's force strike. During this released sigil, Basileus' auto attacks will also be different and his skills will have different effects too. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at his skills. Ventus Impalement during close quarter combat deals 1 hit of 1734% damage, reduces the enemy's strength by 20% for 15 seconds and grants him a defense amp with a team amp max level of 2. During ranged combat, it deals 4 hits of 280% damage, which comes out as 1120% in total and inflicts Stormlash. If his sigil is released, the effects of both versions apply and it deals 7 hits of 313% damage each. This means when the sigil is released, the skill deals 2191% damage, grants defense amps, and reduces the enemy's strength. His second skill, Spiritus Sanction, deals 1 hit of 1903% damage during close quarter combat and reduces defense by 5% while also dispelling buffs. The defense buff is applied via a debuff zone which will be created around the user of the skill. If used during ranged combat, Spiritus Sanction deals 5 hits of 307% damage, which means it deals 1535% damage if all hits connect. It also inflicts Stormlash. When Basileus' sigil is released, it deals 5 hits of 453% damage, which means 2265% damage if all hits connect. It also reduces the enemy's defense by 10%, dispels buffs, and inflicts Stormlash. This version of the skill will be used when activated as a shared skill, which makes this one pretty amazing. His co-ability increases skill damage by 15% and his chain co-ability increases water resistance by 10% if the combo count is 10 or higher. Basileus is a Bog resistant unit and his third ability is pretty insane because once your combo counter has reached 15 hits, he gets over damage based on 30% of Basileus' strength. This effect does not stack and is removed once the combo counter resets. It's pretty insane for him to just have over damage in his kit just like that. I personally think Basileus is going to be an amazing unit and his playstyle is super unique too. He does have a lot of things in his kit, like dispelling and inflicting Stormlash, while also debuffing the enemy and his skills have decent mods. If his force strike is strong too, I feel like he has pretty much no flaws, at least on paper. His playstyle seems complex until you reach the released sigil, but once that out, it's just unga bunga damage. If you need a strong new wind unit, I am afraid Basileus might be a unit you should go for. I personally didn't expect Sandalphon to be a unit, but here we are. She's a water staff and while I usually personally don't care much about healers, I kinda want her. As with Basileus, let's take a look at her first ability before we check out the rest of her kit. Heavenly Wings grants Sandalphon a unique shapeshift which works kinda similar to Gala Not. She doesn't transform into a dragon, nor is it a dragon drive mode, but she shapeshifts into her Heavenly Wings angel mode when you tap the shapeshift gauge button. Regardless of which dragon Sandalphon has equipped, she will always use her Unleashed Wings form. You can fill her shapeshift gauge by using Sandy's auto attacks. Her first ability also grants her a skill reservoir with 3 levels. You can fill this reservoir by using auto attacks, force strike, and other conditions that fill skill gauges. Additionally, at the start of the fight, she gets the Coordination Protocol effect. This works the same as with Regina. You charge her force strike and her effect changes to Concentration Protocol. you can cycle through both modes by charging the Force Strike for 1.5 seconds each. Whenever Sandalphon uses a skill, regardless if in normal or shapeshift mode, she will get granted a defense amp with a max team amp level of 3. Once this is granted, it will not activate again for 20 seconds. Her first skill, Angelic Praise, consumes 1 level of her skill reservoir to restore HP of all teammates with a recovery potency of 80, grants HP regen for 15 seconds with a potency of 20, and gives another effect based on which protocol is active. If Coordination Protocol is active, it will grant overdamage to the entire team with a potency of 40% for 30 seconds. If Concentration Protocol is active, Sandalphon gets 1 stack of the Rapid Analysis effect. This effect will come into play when she is shapeshifted. If Sandalphon is in her shapeshift form, her attack is called Celestial Skewer. It deals 2 hits of 1329% damage, coming up at 2658% in total. If Sandalphon has at least 1 stack of Rapid Analysis, she consumes 1 stack and restores the teammate's HP with a potency of 60 and immediately readies the skill for use again. Her second skill, Angelic Wings, also consumes 1 level of the skill reservoir and restores the team's HP with a potency of 135. Depending on which protocol is active, she either removes all afflictions from the teammates and increases the HP by 30% for the units who had afflictions removed from them, or she can fill her own shapeshift gauge by using the skill in Concentration Protocol mode, which gives her 600 shapeshift energy. If used while shapeshifted, the skill will be called Celestial Castling and it deals 7 hits of 313% damage, which means it deals 2191% damage in total. It also inflicts Frostbite and adds another affliction on random. It can inflict Poison, Burn, Paralyzes, Stormlash, Flash Burn, Shadow Blight or Scourge Rend. If Sandalphon has at least 1 stack of Rapid Analysis, this skill consumes 1 stack. It will also heal all teammates with a potency of 50 and readies the skill for use right away. Since she is a staff, her co-ability increases recovery potency by 20% and her chain co-ability grants a 1-use shield that nullifies damage up to 25% of the unit's max HP when they get hit by an attack that deals an affliction. Once this is activated, it will not do so again for 20 seconds, and this shield does not stack with others of that type. Sandalphon is a stun resistant unit and she fills her shapeshift gauge when her HP is restored. This does not activate again for 10 seconds once it did. So Sandalphon seems like a unit which the staff skill damage print was made for. While she is not only a helpful healer, her damage in shapeshift form is pretty decent, and if played right by managing the Rapid Analysis stacks, can also continue to heal while being shapeshifted. Since Gala has pretty amazing auto attack mods in her shapeshift form, I wouldn't be surprised if it would be the same for Sandalphon. She seems like a fun and good healer. A small note though. As of the recording of this video, Cygames has noted that Sandalphon will not automatically shapeshift when controlled by the AI. This will change in a future update. Once that update hits, Sandalphon will shapeshift when the team doesn't need healing and will deactivate the shapeshift once the team needs healing, so she then can help the team. The only problems I see within her kit is that she doesn't enable double buff shenanigans and she can't make use of helpful dragons like the bunnies. I guess it's kind of fitting that she would shine more in fights against the demons in the Sinister Dominion boss series. Though my personal thoughts on the units, I think they're pretty dang amazing and I feel like they will greatly improve your water and wind roster if you can get them. They are not limited though, and limited season is upon us very soon, so always consider how much you want to spend to try and get those units. Also on raid up on the Gala Dragalia remix is Gala Dragalia. She's an amazing buff unit and with her spiral, she became even better at that. I talked about her spiral in a video and I recommend checking that one out to see what she can do with it. Anyway, that's it for this video. I know I said in my community tab that I wouldn't be able to make a video right now, but these 2 units are so amazing, I had to squeeze this one into my busy schedule somehow. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content from yours truly. If you want to talk about Dragalia and other things, join our Discord, the link is in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!